Welcome. Today we will talk about ABG analysis. So, what is ABG? It is the arterial blood gas analysis. At first, you have to know how to do or perform ABG. It can be performed from any of your arteries, like radial artery, your femoral artery, brachial artery. These are some accessible arteries. You can do it from any one of this. I prefer I prefer always from radial artery than femoral artery. Okay, so now see how to perform it. How to perform it? Suppose it is your wrist area and arm. Okay, and suppose this is the radial artery. This is a thumb. So at this side, now the examiner will palpate the pulse on the radial artery with three of his fingers. Suppose in the middle finger he get the pulse very prominently. He will remove this finger and keep the other two over the artery. Now put a 2 ml of syringe with needle, 2 ml of syringe and needle at 45 degree or 90 degree. Now pull the plunger. There will be some amount of blood collection. Okay. Now put it into the ABG analyzer machine, and the ABG analyzer machine will give you some values. Now see what is the normal value? What are the normal values? Okay, normal values of some important important im- im- important things in ABG. Like at first you have to know the normal value of partial pressure of oxygen. It should be more than 70 millimeter of mercury. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide, it should be less than, or less than is wrong thing, uh, around 40 millimeter of Hg. Okay, now see bicarbonate, it is 22 to 26. What is the unit? Milli equivalent. Okay, milli equivalent. Now see the other values, like uh, what is normal pH? It is between 7.35 to 7.45. This is very much important. 7.35 to 7.45. So this is neutral, and left of it means less than 7.35. We can consider it as acidosis, acid, and more than 7.45 will be alkali, alkali. Okay, so these are some normal values which is very important in ABG. Now another important value, it is not value, like it is derived from like uh, base excess or base deficit, base excess or base deficit. Okay, I have said that the normal bicarbonate value is around 22 to 26 milliequivalent. So uh, if suppose there is some bicarbonate value of 35, so we can think average of 25, 22 to 26 is the bicarbonate value. We can consider it 25. So there is base excess of 10 units, and if that is 25 is normal and the bicarbonate is 15, then this is base deficit. It is deficit, and it is base excess. Okay, here I think you have acquired these things. Okay, now we will move on to more things, like see, in case of respiration, what is respiration? In respiration there is some exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen. In the cellular level, respiration is a cellular process, not breathing. Breathing is different. Breathing is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide with the environment, but uh, your respiration is at cellular level. At cellular level, when there is exchange of CO2 and O2. This is respiration. So, in case of respiratory alkalosis or acidosis, there will be factors which is maintained by CO2 mainly. ठीक है okay, CO2 mainly. So, if there is increase of CO2, there will be CO2. You know from your chemistry knowledge, carbon dioxide is a acidic in nature. So, if carbon dioxide increase, there will be respiratory acidosis. That is more than 40. Okay, and if it is uh, loss of CO2, then it will be respiratory alkalosis. Respiratory alkalosis. Now, see, in case of bicarbonate, normal value I have said 22 to 26. If it is less than 22, bicarbonate is a metabolically generated product. So, if it is less than 22, then it will be metabolic acidosis. As bicarbonate is a alkalinating agent, and it is 26 greater than, so metabolic alkalosis. Okay, metabolic alkalosis. So this is the thing, it is the basic thing which you have to know. Now, whenever there will be increase of CO2 in your body, the bicarbonate will compensate it. How? CO2 is acidic in nature, so there will be acidosis. So bicarbonate how will prevent it? By increasing itself. That is bicarbonate a basic product. So acid base will compensate each other. Okay, and uh, and whenever there will be decrease in CO2, that is there will be alkalosis. So the bicarbonate will also decrease to produce what? Acid. Okay, acid. And conversely, whenever there will be excess of bicarbonate, that is there will be alkalosis. So CO2 will what? CO2 will increase, as it is acidic in nature. Okay, so it will try to compensate it, and whenever the bicarbonate will decrease, that is the condition is acidosis. So the carbon dioxide will decrease to produce alkalosis. Now, I think you have cleared your concept that whenever there will be decrease of bicarbonate and increase of CO2, or whenever CO2 will decrease or bicarbonate will increase, blah blah blah, this type of things. Okay, now see one important thing, that is when I have said that when there will be decrease in case of decrease in bicarbonate, there will be also decrease in CO2. So how will consider it? It is metabolic or metabolic alkalosis, or respiratory alkalosis, or respiratory acidosis, or metabolic acidosis. First, you have to notice the pH. If pH is less than 7.35, the condition is acidic. Then look at bicarbonate. If it is less than 22, so it is going towards acidosis. So it is metabolic acidosis. Okay, and if pH is this, and your CO2 level is increased greater than 40, so it is respiratory acidosis. And if suppose this is 7.45, greater than 7.45, so it is alkalinating condition, and bicarbonate is suppose your bicarbonate is around uh, greater than 26, so metabolic alkalosis. And if it is 7.45 and CO2, your CO2 level it is 7.45, and your CO2 level is alkalosis, so less than 40, so it will, you will say it is respiratory alkalosis. Now see, I have said that CO2 and bicarbonate compensate each other. If compensation is so much that the pH becomes normal, that is within 7.35 to 7.45, we will say it compensated. If, but if it is not 7.35 to within 7.35 to 7.45, that will be non-compensated or uncompensated. Okay. Or if the third condition is that uh, it is going towards alkalosis, going towards neutral, from alkalosis to neutral or acidosis to neutral, then it will be partially compensated. Partially compensated. The three things: if there is increase of CO2 but no change in value, that is bicarbonate not is not trying to compensate it, then it is uncompensated. If there is decrease in CO2 and bicarbonate is also trying to compensate it by decreasing itself but not neutralizing the value, it is partially compensated. And when the pH will be normalized, then it is uh, completely compensated. Okay. Now see that it is a ABG report of a patient. See, she has, it is a female patient. She has pH of 7.5. 7.5, it is more than, so more than 7.45. So it is going towards what? Alkalosis. Now what I have said, see the bicarbonate value, it is 37.1, it is greater than 26. So it is metabolic alkalosis. Now see the carbon dioxide value, see the carbon dioxide value, it is 47.4, 47.4. Okay, that is, it is going towards what? Going towards compensation as it is greater than 40. So there is alkalosis, the carbon dioxide is trying to towards acidosis, but it can't compensate, so it is partially compensated metabolic alkalosis. Okay. And there is base excess of what value? Base excess of, see, 12.6, 12.6. What is the background level? It is 37. They have considered it to be 25 normal value, so 37 minus 25, it is 12. It is 12. How it is important? When it will be important? In case of when there is more alkalosis, like it is 37 minus 25, that is around 12, and there is a factor 0.2. I am writing it by this. And if suppose the body weight of the patient is 40, so what is the value? 8. 8. Okay, so the value is what? 8 and 96. 96. So the acetazolamide will be given for 9 days. This is a factor. Uh, we will not bother more about this. Okay. Now I have said the basic concept of ABG. Thank you for hearing the video.